Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name's Artie with CoinCasso, and this is Bitcoin Today, a show where we talk about everything cryptocurrency to keep you guys up to date and informed on all things happening cryptocurrency. In today's episode, we talk about Zimbabwe halting mobile transactions because of their hyperinflation, the crypto market being eerily quiet while Bitcoin's stuck at 9,000, and the Ethereum Bitcoin Flippening because the internet is a thing. We also go over the current top cryptocurrency prices as well as a brief analysis on Bitcoin to see where the price might go in the future. Roll the intro. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, July 1st. Thank you so much for joining me every single day. And if you're new here and you like what you see in this episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tick the notification bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. And as always, the show is sponsored by the CoinCasso cryptocurrency exchange. It's free to sign up. It takes 5 minutes to get registered. Go check out the platform in the link in the description below and let me know what you think of our exchange. All right, let's jump into the prices of these cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is currently sitting at $9,154, up 0.09% from yesterday. Ethereum at $225.94, down 0.16% from yesterday. EOS up 0.5% at $2.38. And Litecoin at $41.50, up 0.4% from yesterday. And the almighty XRP down 0.3% at 0.176032. Still seeing extremely low volume across the board in cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin's daily volume in the last 24 hours was 16.1 billion, while Ethereum was sitting at 6.2 billion. Now let's jump into TradingView and see if we can predict the price of Bitcoin. As you can see here, I have the daily candlestick chart up from May 10th. I've been noticing a narrowing wedge, so I drew lines to signify that narrowing wedge. Usually when things like this happen, when we get to about 80% of the wedge, which would be right here, we have a breakout either up or down. Normally when the wedge is perfectly horizontal like this one, there is a 60% up chance of a break up and a 40% chance of breakdown. Again, usually the breakout happens right about here, which it almost did, but then it came back down. We are getting so close to the end of this wedge, there has to be something that happens very, very soon. I'm thinking maximum by about July 5th. Now, if I was a gambling man, I would say the Bitcoin price might go down because statistically over time, it loves price crashes. But I am hopeful, optimistic, and bullish on the price of Bitcoin, and I really hope we do end up breaking that $10,500 barrier, because once we get through that, the sky's the limit, or 14,000 is the limit. That's just my prediction. Now let's check out the news. In this first article, Zimbabwe halts mobile transaction as hyperinflation spurs currency fight. Zimbabwe's central bank, seeking to block attempts to avoid the currency's hyperinflation, halted all transactions conducted by mobile money agents this week and limited payment sizes through other processors. This impacts potentially up to 85% of all transactions. Residents with money stored in one of those mobile providers will need to visit a local bank to withdraw their funds, and in a statement, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe said the move is necessary to protect consumers on mobile money platforms, which have been abused by unscrupulous and nonpartisan individuals and entities to create instability and inefficiencies in the economy. I feel horrible for anybody living in Zimbabwe because they have a $100 trillion bill. Because of the country's government's actions, we've seen hyperinflation to an astounding number. Literally, the Zimbabwe currency is so worthless right now, and the fact that their central banks have had to print banknotes that are valued more than the amount of money in US dollars in the world, it's absurd to me. And that's why countries like Zimbabwe and Venezuela are moving towards cryptocurrencies, because if you are anticipating hyperinflation in your country due to any particular reason, what people have been doing is taking their money, buying Bitcoin or Ethereum or USDT, and putting it in a nice, safe, secure, uninflated currency. That way, as the country's economy collapses and hyperinflation occurs, your money is still safe. This is the benefit of cryptocurrency. This is why it's so important in our global economy. It is a safe haven that is accessible by anyone, because not everybody can buy gold. Not everybody can invest in the stock market. A lot of countries are actually restricted from trading on many exchanges. But cryptocurrencies, anyone with an internet connection can buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies. And on to the next article of the day, which is titled Crypto Market Eerily Quiet as Bitcoin Stuck Near 9,000. Quiet is the best word to describe the Bitcoin market. Tuesday's trading stayed within the same price range maintained over the past several weeks, with Bitcoin remaining inside of a tight $200 range for much of the day. The leading cryptocurrency only briefly dipped below $9,050 Tuesday afternoon and did not break above $9,250 according to Bitstamp. Ether, the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, dropped 1.2% from its Tuesday open, trading around $225 as of 8 p.m. UTC, according to Bitstamp. Some traders are growing tired of this range as expectations for a breakout in either directions are crushed. Every breakout in the last 6 weeks was revealed to be a false one, taking many traders to the woodshed in just a few hours. Even liquidated contracts on BitMEX, the largest Bitcoin derivatives exchange by open interest, show how stagnant Bitcoin's price action has become. Total daily liquidations on the exchange have not passed even 4 million for 3 consecutive days. Exactly what I mentioned in yesterday's video. We've been seeing an extremely boring and stagnant cryptocurrency market over the last 2 weeks. Which is why I asked you guys, if it's boring like this, what type of content should I create? Cooking show, makeup tutorials, or maybe some trading analysis? Leave your answer in the comments down below. And the only interesting piece of news for today, titled The Ethereum Bitcoin Flippening, is 53% complete according to a new index. A new metric from the German site The Blockchain Center suggests that the long-awaited flippening, where Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin, is more than halfway complete. The newly created flippening index, why does the internet create the dumbest names for things, currently stands at 53.3%. Backtested, it shows this is the first time the index has topped 50% in 18 months, the highest point since March 2019, when it was around 56.2%. Of course, this latest version of the flippening has completely altered the traditional definition. It originally referred to Ether's market cap relative to Bitcoin, but given Ether is currently just at 14.9% of Bitcoin's market cap, it still has quite a mountain to climb. The flippening index is designed to be a more thorough comparison, weighting the average of 8 other indicators to hopefully provide a better overall metric of the use of and interest in the 2 blockchain networks. Now, if you're wondering what flippening means, ready? The term flippening refers to the possibility of Ethereum overtaking Bitcoin as the biggest cryptocurrency. Initially, it described the hypothetical moment in the future when Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin by market cap. This tool takes that concept a step further and looks at the long-term trend of 8 different metrics that shows the status of both networks. Ethereum leads on just 2 of the 8 indicators, transaction count and transaction fees, while it lags behind Bitcoin with 37.8% of Bitcoin's dollar-denominated transaction volume. The site notes that Ethereum would be way ahead if the metric included the value of ERC20 tokens and stablecoins transferred on the network. Ethereum has 56.4% of Bitcoin's active addresses, just under 1/3 of the exchange trading volume, and only 10.4% as many Google searches compared to Bitcoin. Ethereum does have 2/3 as many nodes as Bitcoin, which excited at least one member of the Ethereum subreddit. Sudden Mind said node count is something we can flip today. Seriously, we just need a couple thousand people more to run a node. Let's get a campaign started. If and when Ethereum gets bigger and better than Bitcoin, that will be the day that we see a massive surge in price, as Ethereum has far more utility than Bitcoin, and nearly all other altcoins are built on the Ethereum network, as well as all ERC20 tokens. Bitcoin may be the oldest and most popular, but the functionality of it is basically very gimmicky. Whereas Ethereum has smart contracts, other companies are using them, most DeFi protocols are actually built on the Ethereum network. That's why most of my money went from Bitcoin to Ethereum. I am very, very, very bullish on Ethereum. I'd like to know your guys' opinion, Ethereum or Bitcoin, in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like on your way out, and we will see you back here tomorrow.